Dewey? Dewey? Where's Dewey? Dewey, I need you! Honeydew, released in 2020 and is directed by Devereaux Milburn, who is making his full-length feature film debut with this movie, but is also known for some short films like First Sight and Wade. And this film is starring Sawyer Spielberg, Malin Barr, and Barbara Kingsley. And this is a screener that I received from Signature Entertainment through GingerNutsOfHorror.com, a great website where you can go to check out a bunch of reviews on everything that is horror-related, books, films, TV shows, whole bunch of critics and reviewers out there, collaborate with Jim McLeod, who runs the website. A great little website where you can go, and Signature Entertainment is kind of hit or miss with me with the screeners that I've received. When I got this one, let's just say, honey, doo-doo, I don't want, ever, ever. For Sam and Riley, an idyllic camping trip becomes an out-of-control nightmare. Seeking shelter on a local farm overnight when their car encounters troubles on the road, the couple finds themselves at the mercy of an aging farmer and her peculiar son. The kindness of strangers is always welcome, but soon that kindness descends into hallucinogenic-fueled madness as their host begins to show her true colors. When the crops fail and the land is barren, there's only one thing left to eat, and that's a juicy lawn pig. And I don't know what a juicy lawn pig is. Is that a thing? I've never heard of that before. Either way, this is about a bunch of cannibals. So what do you think is gonna happen? Two stupid young people have car problems in the middle of nowhere, and they walk through the woods and stumble across this nice little home with this little old lady. Guess who's coming for dinner? And actually, now that I've given the description like that, this is very Hansel and Gretel-y. Two people lost in the middle of a wood, and then all of a sudden there's this beautiful little house that's very intriguing. So let's go over there. And hey, the inhabitants is a very old and really defenseless lady. What evil is she gonna do to us? And oh, hey, she's gonna feed us. How great. This is a modern-day Hansel and Gretel. However, Hansel and Gretel, the grim fairy tale, is much more appealing and complex than what this one is. The main reason why this film didn't work with me is that this film is terrible at character establishment. We start off and we have these two characters, but we really have no introduction as to who they are, what their relationship is with each other, why they're going on this camping trip. Barely hear them talking to each other at all. They're just driving, and then all of a sudden they get these car problems, and they're angry, they're aggressive, and then they pull out into the middle of this field. And I'm thinking, just watching this, you're obviously on someone's property. You have to be. And hey, look, you're building a fire in this vast farmland. You're kind of a jackass for doing that. I'm sorry, we just don't get any establishment of who these two people are, or any reason as to why the audience, me, should give a damn about them. From what I gather, they're in a pretty hostile relationship that's not going well. It doesn't seem like they want to be together, so I don't know, me watching that, I just want to say, why the fuck are you still together? You both are clearly unhappy. Yes, you have sex in a tent and you kind of have like little tiny chit-chats here and there, but you're clearly unhappy. Don't be together. But then they just continue to make dumb decision after dumb decision after dumb decision, and I'm sitting back thinking, you know what? This is on you guys. All your fault, and I don't give a damn. This film was 100% missed for me. The only redeeming performance, the only redeeming overall thing about this film was the performance of Barbara Kingsley, who is one creepy old-ass lady. She seems so defenseless and harmless, but then when all the shit starts going down, you go, oh my god, you are a creepy motherfucker who is seductive and very intelligent, and apparently stronger than a 23-year-old actor who is keeping himself physically in shape. Yet somehow you overpower him. I don't know how, but you're cool. Seriously, there is one part where Sawyer Spielberg and Barbara Kingsley, they're looking at each other and then they realize that the knife is kind of like 6 feet away over on the ground, and they're both exhausted and they're both racing. For some reason, they're not able to run that fast, so they struggle for it, and it turns out that Kingsley won and stabs him. I'm sorry, that's a little bit of a spoiler, but I don't care. You shouldn't see this movie. It's not worth it. The aesthetic, the stylings of this film, to me feel like, hey, we're gonna put weird shit creepy shit in here just because it's a horror film and we should have some weird, creepy shit. So we're just gonna put it in here randomly. We have strange split screens that reminded me of Ang Lee's Hulk, which kind of worked for the aesthetic of that film, but it just kind of comes out of nowhere here, and I have no idea what it represents. Maybe that's just the unintelligence that I'm projecting onto this movie, but it's a cool little split screen, a cool little visual effects device that we can put in here. How cool is that? And then they also try to grab your attention by putting in all of these very quick jump cuts of people looking off and weird noises coming through. Oh, I'm sorry, we didn't realize this was your property. That would happen just periodically throughout the entire movie. No rhyme or reason. Again, it's just to be creepy because it's supposed to be a creepy movie. I was confused, I was lost as to what was going on. The sound of the characters' voices, particularly when it's the night and we're getting the realization as to exactly what's happening here. I could barely hear the actors giving the explanation and giving the description as to what they do and why they do it. Could barely hear them. And if I can't hear you, I got no idea what your purpose is. And if I don't know what your purpose is, again, I don't care. That seems to be the running theme of this entire movie. Things are happening, and I don't care. Plus the whole tranquilizer bit where the old lady kind of hides out creepishly while someone walks in front of him, and then she hits him with a syringe, and then they pass out, all seems like a moot point, because she spent like a good 20-30 minutes feeding these people like an actual meal. Why didn't she, like, sedate the food or whatever? And then if you do that, they're easy pickings. Why make it that much more difficult for you? Is it because this is a horror film and you need to do creepy things? Yep, that's why. It's bad when I have no idea what's going on and I have to go online to try to make sense of something that's happening here. And shockingly, when I did that, I discovered that apparently this film is, like, well received with critics. It has like an 86% on Rotten Tomatoes, and every like independent film reviewer that I was reading said this film is magnificent. Its cinematography, its sound design, it's all very unique, and because it's unique, it's amazing. No, that's not how that works. It can be unique, but if it doesn't make sense to the overall plot, it's just all set dressing, and that's... Give me the plot first, and then we'll talk about all the special effects. Maybe I missed something somewhere, but I was glued to the screen trying to make sense of it. I wasn't glued because I was entertained. I was glued because I was trying to figure out what is going on, what the relationships are here, why are the things happening that are happening, and trying to realize why I should care. And I got no answers to that. The movie was 100% a waste of time. I can't recommend this movie. Please don't see it. Just forget I even reviewed it. Forget that this review actually even exists, and let's just move on. I'm gonna give Honeydew half a Blu-ray.
No! No!
Alright guys, now comes my favorite part of my videos where I pick which movie I'm gonna be watching next, and I do have another screener through Ginger Nuts of Horror, and I think through Signature Films that I could check out, but god, this was a vlog, this was a chore. And I don't know, I think I just want some mindless entertainment. So I've decided to check out a recent film that came out last week on HBO Max by the name of Mortal Kombat. I haven't seen the original 90s films in forever, and actually I don't think I've seen the second one all the way through. I think I stopped it after like 10 minutes because I couldn't take it anymore. I may have to recheck those out before I watch this movie. But I have HBO Max, and what they're doing is they're releasing all of their new releases this year simultaneously in theaters and on HBO Max. I'm gonna take the most of it, and I'm gonna watch Mortal Kombat. Because I want to. If any of you have recommendations of films that you want me to review on here, you can leave a recommendation below this video, or go to my Facebook page, my Instagram, or my Twitter, leave your recommendation there, and if I have access to it, I will watch, review it, and give you a shout on the channel. And if you want me to do your recommendation as quickly as I possibly can and bypass the whole random generator that I have here, you can make a PayPal donation on the main page of my YouTube channel. Any size donation will do, just attach your movie with the donation, and if I have access to it, I will watch it and publish my review of it as quickly as I possibly can. So guys, have you seen Honeydew? What did you think about it? Am I completely wrong, or did I miss something with this? Whatever you thought, comment below, let me know what you thought about it. And as always, if you like what you see here, if you like my take on movies, then hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit that bell. See you the next time I release my next movie review. So guys, I will see you next time with my review of Mortal Kombat. So in the meantime, be well, be good to each other, and go watch a movie. Take care, guys.